What would you do if you were out and about and found a hoard of treasure you knew was worth a ton of money? You'd report it, right?
In your pocket.
OK, well, that's a dilemma facing Neil Morrissey's character in the shocking new drama Finders Keepers.
$500,000? You can't just keep it. That's the law.
Finders keepers, that's the law. When was the last time we got a rake? The mate reckons he'd be able to sell it for us privately. Who'd have thought, yeah, you and me, partners in crime.
200,000. It's worth at least twice that.
So, who do we think this is?
And you've told me everything.
No more lies. I want my money.
We are going to need to stick together.
You tell people it's all about uncovering history, but we all know the truth. It's green.
Oh, here tells more. It's Neil Morrissey. Hello. Can I make a confession?
Go on.
I'm really sad that you got rid of the beard.
What, the big one?
Yeah.
Oh, no, well, it took ages to grow. And they're a real pain when, because you've got to trim. That was one of the ideas that I had for growing a beard so big, because this guy, whilst he's a detectorist, a local historian, and has a small engineering firm, he's also got this big beard, which you have to fiddle with. It's just about you have to be finicky, And if you notice... If you've seen the series at all, you'll notice in his garage everything is exactly in its place, everything's organised, and everything's all about that detail.
It was a character choice.
And so it was a character choice. It was a subliminal thing.
Nice.
Going. Yeah.
I see. I liked it. Did you enjoy doing it?
I loved it.
It's like you got your teeth into something that's really quite thrillerish.
Yeah, well, I've worked with Dan Sefton, the writer, before, and the director, Phil John, and they're a brilliant team. We did 4 years on Good Karma, together.
Yeah.
And so he wrote it for me, which is always a compliment, isn't it?
Oh, lovely.
For you. So that was really nice, and it was really good fun on set, because, number one, I'm working with Faye Ripley, who is a walking party, and James Buckley, who is a barrel of laughs, so it was brilliant fun.
Yeah.
And also... the harder the subject matter, the more serious the subject matter, the funnier it has to be when you're not, when the cameras are turned off, because it's your kind of the way you let off steam. So we had a brilliant time making it.
And Frankie, you went to drama school with James, didn't you?
Yeah, I went,
With Mr. Buckley?
Yeah, with James, yeah.
Oh, so, isn't he a hoot?
He's amazing, he's hilarious. I did wonder what he was like to work with for you.
Well, honestly, absolutely mad, He could make the most serious bits. Like, there was a bit in the episode last night which I remember was just an improvisation when I can't use the words that he used on daytime television.
Them for you?
He put that big tool down. And that was about the comment about the tie.
Yeah.
I gave him this tie, and he said something about that, which was not in the script. But often we would come up with things that weren't in the script.
Well, that's fun.
So what would you do, Neil, if you found the treasure? Would you keep it or would you give it to whoever it belongs to?
I'm not going to tell you.
Just in case.
Just in case.
I think I'd hand it in.
Yeah,
I think I would. I think I'd be... Because, my natural guilt would make me do that. Make
Your
me do
nose
the right
is growing.
But this is the whole dilemma we wanted to cast, out to the general public, was what would you do, if it happened to you and you found £500,000?
I'd put it down my bra in my pocket.
It's in the ground. It's not like, you walked into someone's house and found
Yes,
it.
but the law states that whatever you find, treasure, any treasure troves that you find, it belongs to the king. In our case, it was the Queen.
Really?
The Queen was still around.
But
it belongs to the king. I know, but then once you start... once you start trying to sell this stuff, then the rumours go about, because a lot of people have been prosecuted, detectorists, for getting fines and trying to sell them illegally. It happens often.
But away from illegal activity, something which was a part of so many of our lives for so long, Bob the Builder.
Yeah.
25 years.
I can hardly believe that.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Do you remember... was that something that was written for you, or do you remember going into the audition for it?
No, it was written for me. I'd worked with Hit Entertainment, doing a thing called Winter Story. They were a great outfit, and I did a thing called Winter Story where I played Wilfred Toadflax, a right now kind of mouse. And so they then came to me and said, we're starting this new series would you mind playing Bob? And originally, in the drawings they sent me, Bob had a big moustache. And I said, well, lose the moustache and I'm your man. And so I did Bob. But I was also Rolly and Lofty and Farmer Pickles and Scruffy the dog.
And Sue Cleaver's sister, Katie, played Wendy in it, didn't she?
Yes!
Yeah,
That's right, Kate Harbour, yeah. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, I'm really pleased you said that she was absolutely brilliant because she sent you a little message.
Has she?
Yeah.
Where's the message?
Hello? Is that Neil? No, it's not Neil. It's Bob, actually, Wendy. Just want to say, do you realise, Bob, that it's 25 years since we recorded the first series of Bob the Builder? Yeah, it is. Yes, thank you, Pilchard. Hi, Neil. Kate Harbour here. Can't believe that, really. And, well, hold on to your hard hat. Who knows what's round the corner?
I mean, that takes everyone back. Is it true Elton John was also Bob's big brother?
No, Elton John came in as John Elton, who was a singer in one of the movies.
Oh, I see.
And my character, Rolly, renamed him because Chris Evans, you know, the radio broadcaster, was playing a pop star. And he got ill when the band were meant to go on in Bobsville or whatever the name of the town was, and couldn't go on. He was ill, so John Elton was going to replace him as the singer. And my character Rolly said, "It's not very rock and roll, is it? Your name?" As about Elton John.
Stop it.
So he went on as Elton John. So I named him,
in terms of sort of big superstars, Bob's about to become a big superstar because J-Lo's taken the rights to make it in Hollywood. So the question then is, will you be playing Bob?
All I can say is, which camera is that? All I can say is, I don't think I'll be playing Bob, but J-Lo, I'm available.
And are you available for anyone men behaving badly?
Please.
Well, look, we're talking about comebacks, and they're still talking about comebacks on the show. Well, yes, we'd all be up for doing another Men Behaving Badly. But listen, Simon Nye, the brilliant writer who I worked with in the summer, if they come up with the right idea, we'll all jump on board. But, I mean, it all stems from a script, as we all know.
So it's not a no, which is what we want to hear. Neil!